Hi, my name is McAndrew, and I'm a financial consultant with Ingargiola Wealth Management Group. I went to high school at Valley View School District, and I went to college at Penn State main campus for all 4 years, Smeal School of Business. I would recommend any high school student out there to take advantage of as many internships as they possibly could, but do it in a diverse area. So if you're in finance, do an internship in personal finance, do one in corporate finance, do one as a financial analyst, a financial consultant. The reason being is what I've learned, you're going to get much more knowledge and much more life experience in doing internships where you find out that that's not the career you actually want to take on for the rest of your life. That was one of the most valuable things to me. I did corporate finance, and after about a month I realized I could never do this for the next 3 months, let alone 30 years of my life. And just going through, working with different financial professionals, seeing what different corporate cultures are like or small firms are like, you really get a taste for where your career path should head and what's best for you. Also, a lot of kids ask about paid internships. I understand everybody's in a different situation, but if you have the availability to do an internship and you don't necessarily need the money, don't make the money the determining factor of which internship you pick. I would always recommend doing a bunch of different internships that are unpaid, and the reason being is you can go and see a lot of different things all at one time. So maybe instead of doing a 8-week internship for 40 hours a week, do 2 or 3 internships that last 10 or 20 hours a week, and what you'll do is you'll see a lot of different things along the way. Some people ask what's the best advice that I could give for a student graduating high school. And actually I just have this first-hand account because my brother, he's actually a freshman now at Penn State main campus. He went down for the summer session. I wouldn't give really any true advice in terms of career paths or anything like that. The reason being, I think everybody has to find their own way. And the one bit of advice I could give is, don't take life too seriously. Everybody comes out of college and comes out of high school and has all these big dreams and ambitions, and those are good, but make sure they're the dreams and ambitions that you want. Don't take life too seriously. Follow your intuition. Question the status quo. Those are the most important things in life. Slow down. Realize how precious life really is. That's one of the most important things you could do. Life is weird. It doesn't care about your plans, but no matter what, it keeps going. And if you can get those principles early enough in life, you're going to do quite well for yourself. I would always tell high school students to start saving early. And it doesn't have to be a lot of money, but save an amount of money where you know you're never going to touch that and need that. If it's $5 a week, 10, 20, 30, whatever you could do, save that amount of money. And what it's going to do at a young age is it's going to instill the morals and the lessons on you to be financially literate, to be financially responsible later in life. One of the main things we always say is save, but most importantly, live within your means. Because when you live within your means, that means you don't take on a lot of debt and you do have money aside to save. So if I was going to give financial tips to anybody, I would say live within your means, pay off your debt first. Because a lot of people try to save money or invest the money, but they might only get 5, 6, 7% in the markets. Yet they're paying 17, 18, 24% on credit card debt. So always pay down debt first. And once you pay down debt, put money aside into an emergency fund. So what is an emergency fund? 6 to 12 months of living expenses. And you could start that early on in life and really be ahead of the game. Once you have that emergency fund in place, then I would recommend start to contribute to an IRA, which is an individual retirement account. Anybody who has earned income can contribute to an IRA. Also, if you get a job, even an internship, a lot of times they offer acceptance into the 401k. A 401k is a great way to put tax-deferred dollars away until retirement. So I would always suggest for anybody out there, do an emergency fund and then firstly contribute to an IRA. So if your company matches say 3 to 4%, put at least 3 to 4% in. You're getting a 100% return on your money. As you get out there in the world and you get your first job and you get your first paycheck and you see, whatever it is, $40, $50, $60,000 a year, you're all excited. Understand it only goes so far, and understand the cost of living, where you're at. Because most likely, if you're listening to this video, you come from Scranton, Pennsylvania, or the surrounding communities, and the cost of living here is maybe 1/3 of what it is in New York City. So if you go get a $50, $60,000 job in New York City, understand the other pitfalls of that. Understand that your living expenses are going to be higher. Transportation. And I always caution students to that before they go out and make any type of big purchase. Make sure that you could afford these things. Wait 6 months, wait a year before you go out and purchase that new car or that new TV or whatever it is that you really have your heart set on. Give yourself a few months. Make sure that you are comfortable with the amount of money that you take in and that you could actually pay those bills.